Hey guys, it's me again. I haven't posted a video in a good while. You know, life, but yeah, I'm here again, and I'm actually going to be doing something different today. Beforehand I did a cooking video. Usually I might actually play some games, but today I'm actually going to do an opening. Well, an opening double trouble sort of deal because I actually got the Fire Emblem 30th Anniversary Collector's Edition or Special Edition or whatever kind of edition you want to call this. And I also got Mario 3D All-Stars before it actually, got discontinued as of March 31st. Now, many of the questions I usually get is like, wow, why are you buying two of the same thing? As you can see, I got two of the collections right here, two of the anniversary collections, and I got two Mario All Stars. And people usually just ask me why do you do that? And I usually try to explain it to them in a way that I consider as preserving history. Now, obviously, you know why these things got discontinued. Nintendo, for whatever reason, said that they weren't gonna keep, creating these things for not for an extended period of time. Instead, they were going to at least, I think they were gonna release it for at least a good year or so, a few months, and the deadline would have been March 30th, as you obviously must have gotten from what I said beforehand. And when you take things off the market like this and you make it to where it's just harder for other people to actually get these sort of things. And so, it's limited. It's not like, as widespread as probably, like the other Nintendo games that they don't cut off at a certain date, or at least they don't cut off until the actual system is dead. So why I got these two things was because, well, if I was to open one, like if I was to open this one right here and then this one right here, I'll be able to see what's inside. But then, like, I'm sort of like destroying what it normally was shipped in. I was destroying what what it was original what blah, 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 what it originally was. So I'm able to see what's inside of it and actually use it, but it kind of loses its what's a word I would use for this? It loses its innocence. I wouldn't, maybe not innocence, but it just ultimately doesn't get preserved. If I open it, it doesn't get preserved. And I want to preserve these things because, again, it's limited. You don't know what will happen to these things in the future, if people will care about it, if people are interested in it, if people are interested in what it originally looked like without being touched. So that's why I bought two, because I want to use one, but I also want to keep one boxed up. I want to keep one untouched, and I want to keep it in its original packaging. So if people are interested, if people want to know what it's like, what it looks like in its original packaging, then they could look at it. They could look at this and say, "Oh wow, that's what it looks like originally." And I could also say, like, it's a sort of bragging rights too, because like when people, you know how scalpers work. We know that scalpers exist, and they are a bunch of assholes because they take these things with the sole purpose of taking advantage of consumers. They want to just chunk up the price, make this price more than it actually was, so that they can get their own personal profit. For example, I live in New York, right? And we have GameStop here. When I looked online on the GameStop website, both of these things, or at least just the thing in general, was like $45, right? This costed $45, but then I couldn't buy it because scalpers decided that they were going to buy it all themselves with their 5 credit cards and put it on eBay for $80, maybe 90, maybe 100. In the case of Mario, this didn't even cost a lot on GameStop. This was like $45 each. And I was actually able to buy it because I guess scalpers don't give a shit about this one for some reason. Or like, no, that's not true. Actually, this is what I'm going to say to them talk about after this. You know, this costed $45. But when March 31st hit and these things stopped being shipped out, and a few days later after March 31st, I go on eBay and I see that these things, instead of costing $45, now cost $1,000. Yes, people would have literally taken these things, scalped these things, and just increase the price by almost $1,000 because they know that it's hard to get these things and they know that people want to actually have these things. But they take advantage of consumers. And I hate that about scalpers. I wish they didn't do these things. Matter of fact, I think my brother's a scalper. And, you know, I don't speak to him that much. I love him. But, like, when he does shit like that, you know, it just makes me feel a certain way. Because, like, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. And I'm guessing you guys in the comments are going to be like, well, what's the difference of what you're doing right here? I mean, you literally bought 2 of these things. Aren't you kind of making it harder for other people to buy these things? And I wouldn't necessarily look at that. Or at least I hope you guys wouldn't look at that. Because I'm not going to sell these things. I am not going to sell these things. This is mine. I'm keeping this until the day that I die. I'm going to use an analogy. You know comics, right? Comics, you know, there's lots of old comics in this world, and many of them are out of print, you know. Many of them just aren't available to people except in very limited quantities. You know, some guy in some foreign place might have them, and he might give it to you, but, like, these things don't exist anymore. And if you take it out of its original packaging and you use it and something happens to it, if something happens to it, then you practically just destroyed or severely damaged a very rare item. Now, I'm not sure if these things will ever be considered rare, but going back to the analogy, think of me buying these 2 boxes of the same thing as keeping a comic book in its original packaging and hanging it on your wall, but then maybe going online and going on like the Marvel website and buying like a digital copy of it. So you're able to read that digital copy, but you have the actual physical original version of it on your wall. You know, just preservation. That's the best way that I can explain this. But ultimately, just rest assured, I will never sell these things. I do this to collect, and I just do this to be for my collection. That's just it. I just do this to be for my collection. Anywho, I literally spent just 9 minutes talking about my feelings about scalpers, you know, what I'm actually going to be doing today, you know, all that other stuff. But you guys didn't come here to hear me just babble on. Let's actually open these 2 things and see what's inside. I'm really excited. I actually got this almost a few weeks ago, and I haven't touched them yet. So like, I'm really excited. Let's do it. All right. So with that said, let me just move these things. I'm gonna put this on the floor. All right. Let's start with the Fire Emblem 30th anniversary. Now, I love Fire Emblem. You know, I've actually played many of them in the past. You know, this guy that I do still know, gave me all the emulators for them. And like, you know, I just love, you know, the original and the remake. I wish they would actually re-release some of the older versions of the Fire Emblem games, you know, on Virtual Console, or like, you know, repackage them and send them off as like a Switch game, as a compilation. But you know, I just love Fire. I love the gameplay. I love the characters, the music, the stories. My favorite is actually which one's my favorite? I love Sacred Stones. That's actually, I think, one of the first Fire Emblem games I actually played, and it's a lot of fun. I love the sprite work. I wish I could actually play it more, but I need to get my 3DS up back and running again. Anyway, enough talking. Let's see if I can open this while holding one hand. While holding my camera in one hand, and holding this box in another. I hope I don't break something. Let's just examine the packaging. Yeah. Alright. So this would be the packaging. Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon, and the Blade of Light, 30-year anniversary. E for everyone. You can even see, you know, the actual dragon. Shoot, what's his name? Mayodus? No, not Mayodus. Garneth. Was that his name? Garneth? You know, it's been a long time since I actually played this version of the game. But yeah, you know, just seeing this. Or maybe that's I'm not sure what dragon that actually is, or who that is. It could be Tiki. It could be Garneth. It could be just a random dragon enemy, like a wyvern. We'll figure it out. We'll burn that bridge once we get there. And as you can see in the sides, we actually have, you know, the imprint Fire Emblem, just, you know, just printed onto the sides. And when we turn it around, oh, there's the name of it, Fire Emblem 30th Anniversary Edition. And we can just see the back of it, and wow, it actually has, you know, the Fire Emblem and the Falchion on the back cover, which is really cool. Now, going into here, the Fire Emblem 30th Anniversary Edition includes the Nintendo Switch download code for the Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and Blade of Light game, Legacy of Arcania Deluxe Art Book, Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and Blade of Light Replica Game Pack Art Piece, Replica Game Box including instruction booklet, protective sleeve, and world map, and mini Nintendo Power Retro collectible. Like, that's a lot. That is a lot. And I'm really excited to open this. So let's see if I can just... Oh boy. Do I have to place this down somewhere? Jesus. Come on. Please. Alright, I might have to just... No. Alright, I'm gonna have to just cut this off for a bit. There. Jesus Christ. That was difficult. These things are really difficult to peel off. Anywho, let's actually open them up. You know, we're gonna turn this back over again. And just... And so... Ooh. Oh boy. Alright. I think I'll actually have to open this side too to push it out. Open this side too to push it out. There. Let me just do that very carefully. It's very compartmentalized. Okay. All right. Wow. All right, that's it. Again, just gonna give you another look at the box before I put this down. All right. And here we go. You actually have the actual contents of the collection right here. Wow. All right. Oh, wait, hold up. Wow. This is what it actually looked like? This is what it actually looked like. That's really cool. Alright, I just had to take a look. Oh, just absorb that for a second. And here is the Legacy of Arcania, the art book. Wow, this is really exciting. I bought this weeks ago, and I've been refusing to touch because I've been working a lot. I'm still trying to finish up this contract work right here so I can move on with my life, and that's been just taking up a lot. But like, just both of these, this just makes my day. Wow. Nintendo Power. Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon, and the Blade of Light. Plus Counselor's Corner, Recruiting and Shopping in Arcania. Classified Info, Top Secret Sound Test. Wow. There's Moth. Jeez. You have to really acknowledge that this is what Moth originally looked like. This is what Moth originally looked like. In the remake or remake/sequel, he did not look like this. He looked like how he would look like in Melee. You guys played Super Smash Bros. Melee, right? He did not look like this. He didn't have, the sandals or just the tunic like that. His design was completely different. It makes me wonder why they didn't go with this design and went with the other one. I guess the other one was more recent. But like this one just looks a bit more interesting, honestly, because it drives the idea that this is meant to be like if I might be wrong about this, but this at least goes back to how what Fire Emblem is based around on. Like, I think it's based around Greece, or just like the medieval times, like medieval times. This really does look like how Moth would look like if it was in like the medieval times, right? At least in my opinion. Not the other one. And now look at this. We have Coin des Conseils, or the Counselor's Corner, and I'm gonna read this later. Wow. Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon, the Blade of Light, and you can see everything here. Recruit Samson or Anne. Where can I find Anna's secret shops? Sound test and ending. After completing a chapter and saving the game, would you like to continue playing? Answer no. Next. Input the following code for the hidden sound test mode. Use battle animations. Select. Wow, that's really cool. I'm gonna have to read this later. Actually, I can read this right now, just a bit. No, I'm not. I'm not. This is too exciting. This is so cool. Like, this could actually be like a poster. This can actually be like a poster. Alright. Yeah, so with that one done, I'm gonna put this to the side. You know, this has already been handled, but as you can see, we actually have the box here actually, you know, has a few cool designs here. Like, yeah, I think it's just cardboard. You know, cardboard is cardboard. But like this, you can see, like, you know, some engraving here. You know, you can see all of that. You can see what it's like on the back. There's nothing on the back, you know. Oh, paper foam. Alright. Well, cool. Alright, and now we have, you know, the actual book. The actual book. This actually has all the art in the game. Like concept art, all that stuff. At least I think so. I'm just guessing right now. But, yeah, let's just open this up. Here we go. Oh, shit. Here we go again. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It's... There. Lord, have mercy. Yes. Wow. Wow. Such bad angles. You know, but even when I say that, I really don't like my condition right now. Because, like, if I had an actual camera instead of my phone camera, then maybe this would be better. Anywho, there we go. Legacy of Arcania. Now, you can look at the front design. You know, it's cool, to say the least. This is so well designed. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Like, you have the blue and just the gold? What do you call this, gold? Yeah, I'll call it gold. And just the Fire Emblem, the Falchion, the dragon, and just... It's such a good book. I haven't even opened it yet. Yet, here we are. Now look at the back. Oh, there's nothing on the back, but there's something on the side. Something on the side, and it says Legacy of Arcania, and you can see the design here. Yeah, that's really cool. That's so cool. Alright, now we place it here. Place it here. Alright. Oh, jeez. Wow. Wow. That's really pretty. I need this. This could be a really cool background for my computer. Just all the dragons. I feel so embarrassed because I'm not sure. Like, is this Meredith? No, why do I keep calling him Meredith? This isn't Legend of Zelda. Is this Garneth? I think this is Garneth. This will make sense. Either that or Tiki. No, that will not be tiki. I have to go play the game again to figure out. And then we have the art book, and we see this. Just so pretty. I keep saying it's pretty because it is. Call it what it is. At first, there are Dark Dragon, Falchion Sword, and Fire Emblem. English text taken from the original Japanese intro of Child Dragon and the Blade of Light 1990. At first, there are Shadow Dragon, Falchion Sword, and Fire Emblem. At first, there are are you sure about that? I mean, at first there was Dark Dragon, Falchion Sword, and Fire Emblem. I don't know. I can't English. Anyway. Wow, huh? So they not only released like the original version, but they're using artwork from the remake on the DS. Was that on the DS? Is that Henri or is that Marth? I'm not sure. But table of contents: the World of Shadow Dragon, Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, the Blade of Light, Fire Emblem Mystery of the Emblem, Fire Emblem Arcania Saga, Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, Fire Emblem New Mystery of the Emblem, Beyond Arcania, Trading Card Game, Codename Steam, Fire Emblem Heroes, and Fire Emblem Cypher. Oh my god, they have like everything related to Fire Emblem. Everything relating to Arcania is here. Wow, this makes a lot more sense then, because like this is more than just the original Fire Emblem representation here. This covers like almost the entirety of the series. Almost, not everything, but like everything related to Arcania. I'm happy that they acknowledged the new mystery of the Emblem. I'm kind of sad that they didn't acknowledge, Fire Emblem Gaiden, because like, because that took place almost right next to Arcania, right? And I guess they're just two different games in general. I can't really hold that back to them. Wow. Wow. Ow. Yeah, you can see the original packaging for it. This is what it looked like beforehand. To show some comparison. This is the English version. This is the English version, and that is the Japanese version. Holy shit. This is really cool. Wow, I need that. You do not understand how much I need the original Fire Emblem game. It has to be somewhere. It has to be. Because, like, this has the cartridge. Don't get me wrong, this has the cartridge. But this is like the original cartridge, and that's what makes this important. This is the Japanese version. That's so cool. And here you have a timeline. It's going to take us a hot minute to go through all of this book. All of this. I might need to make a separate video, but let's just acknowledge this for a second. Or maybe not. Let's not acknowledge that, because that is a lot. This is a lot. Wow. And there's Sheeta, my girl. I love Sheeta, man. She's such a good unit. Man. And we're gonna have to make a whole new video for this. But this is amazing. Nintendo, you outdid yourselves with this book. And I know you're gonna outdo yourselves even more as long as I keep on reading it. Okay. So that's it for that book. I'm gonna place this right here. And now we have the actual cartridge. This is the original box. Not the original box. I'm getting too excited, but this is like the English version of the original box. I can understand everything now. I don't know Japanese, but like, this is so cool. We have... I know him. Damn. He knows, he has math. Like MAPH, math. That's his thing. That's his gimmick, math. You can't kill him. You can't kill him while he has that until you get another item yourself. I know who he is. I just forgot the name. That's the main villain. That's Garneth. That's the legit Shadow Dragon right there. That's Sheeta. That's Moth in his glory. And that's pretty much a lot of the units that you can recruit in this game. And believe me, there's a lot more. Warning. Warning. That this guy right here, this guy, you see what I'm pointing at? This guy? Yeah, he's a bad guy. But I'm not gonna spoil it. I ain't gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna tell you who he is. All I'm gonna tell you right now is that he is not good news. But this guy here, Doga, he is. And I think, is that Julian? That's not Julian. I think that's Cedric or Derek. I forgot his name. It's a ick ending, and that is Jagan. That's a Jagan. You know the meme. He's such a Jagan. That's Jagan right here. This is so cool. I was never able to appreciate it up close like this. This is so cool. Let's just take a moment to acknowledge it. Fire Emblem and Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light. Nintendo Entertainment System. Like, wow. I never had an NES. I wasn't even a concept when the NES thing came. I wasn't even born. But like, I wish I was, because the NES is such a cool console. The SNES, all those things. And like, you know, I'm going to try to collect all these things in the future. You know, it's going to cost a lot of money. I'm going to have to work my ass off to actually be able to afford these things. But when I do, I'm going to get the NES. Like the original. One that I can use and one that's completely boxed up. That'll be just there for presentation. And let's just look at this. Oh, it's upside down. Fire Emblem. Yep, pretty much what you see on the front cover. Fire Emblem, Shadow Dragon, and the Blade of Light. Take up your sword and cleave a path to victory. After 100 long years, the Shadow Dragon Meidus has reawakened, and the dark Medius has God damn it! I knew it. So I was doing it like this. Meidus. This is Meidus, and that's Garneth. Oh, that makes so much sense. Refresher. But anyway, Garneth is dread ally. Fight your way across the continent in Arcania. Recapture Falchion, the stolen blade of light, and bring peace to the land. Prince Moth will never complete his quest without your help. Moth embarks. Don't worry, Kata. The brave knights of Altia stand ready. Oh. Huh? So what does this say? Is that... But then, wait. Let's do a comparison. That's what it says on the back. Okay, I see. I see now. Huh. Sale and use Japan only. Yeah, sure, Jan. But like, huh. Okay, that makes sense. So this is like a completely different back cover though. Like I thought they were gonna be doing this like word for word, but I guess some things just didn't make it through. That's not like a bad thing though. You know, make the US release different from the Japanese release, you know, make it an individual. But yeah, that's really cool. Okay. Now for all that what we've been waiting for. Let's open this baby up. Let's open it. Boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh geez. There. And let's just... I'm going to have to open this side too, because I'm using one hand to record everything. Wow. Wow. Oh, there's a box here. Just a box. It's not that important, but that's pretty much it. That is it. Nothing on the inside, nothing else to look at. Oh boy. Instruction booklet. There's an instruction booklet with this. Is this what it looked like in the original? Is this what it looked like in the original? Wow. That is a completely different design. I know what it's referencing though. Oh, and I got... Oh, okay. Okay. And how to redeem the full game code. Now, haha, look at this. You can't even look at it. You cannot even look at it. So I can show this to you. Thanks, Nintendo. Yeah, you know, you do these sort of things. This is what it looked like in the front. Full game download. Nice. This is very nice. And okay. Wow. Okay, so this is the map. This is what they were talking about. Wow. The continent of Arcania. The desert region. Caden, City of Magic. Altian Union. Aurelius Castle. Aurelius Lee. Kingdom of Aurelius. Outlanders. Tally's Castle. I think that's where you start. Gouda Harbor. The Ghoul's Teeth. Gra Bastion. Dolar Keep. The Macedon Eyrie. Macedon Forest. The Gust Hole. Fane of Raman. Chashmere Bridge. Oh, wait, hold up. Which chapter is this? Altia Castle. Like, I know what chapter that is. I think I know what chapter that is. Probably. Is this chapter 2? Or is that chapter 2? I saw. Which one's chapter 2? It's where it has all the bridges. But wow, that is... I can appreciate this. Let's look at the back. Okay, this is honestly the best thing I've seen. It has all of... Is this... These are the bosses. These are all the bosses within the game. Wow. Garneth. That's Garneth. Sterling, great guys. They look the same. Well, oh, okay. What? This entire row is just the same guy. And this guy too. Manu. Tiki. Oh, right. You can't. Tiki is technically a boss, but you can recruit her because she isn't. She. It's very conditional. It's very conditional. Camus, Garneth again, right? Like is these? I think these are just the chapter bosses. There's like 25 chapters in this, right? Each chapter has a boss. Wow, that's so. These guys don't even have. These guys don't even have a portrait. That's how insignificant they are. The armies of the Dolia Empire are on the march. It's up to you to stop them from tearing the land of Arcania apart. As you resist their efforts to stamp out the forces of good once and for all, the information on this map and in the game's instruction booklet will be of great aid in your quest. Oh, wow. That is so cool, man. I'm going to take a better look at this once I'm done. I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to just appreciate the booklet for a second. This official seal ensures that Nintendo has reviewed its product and has met our standards for excellence in workmanship, reliability, and precautions. This is a high-precision replica gamepad art piece. It should not be stored in places that are very hot or cold. Never hit or drop it. Do not take it apart. Avoid touching the inside. Do not get it wet or dirty. Doing so may damage the replica gamepad art piece. Do not clean with benzene, paint thinner, alcohol, or other such solvents. Store the replica gamepad art piece in its protective sleeve when not in use. Always check the replica gamepad art piece edge for foreign material. Wow. A land plunged into darkness. This is basically the story of Fire Emblem. Okay. Nice. Starting the game, the flames of war encroach. As the game begins, you'll be treated to a demo of the unit that will join your forces. Alright. The game's scope. The Tale of Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon Blade of Light is total across 25 chapters, each featuring one map where you will do battle. The two sides. The Arcania League units will appear blue, while Imperial Forces, Maedus' army, and its allies will appear red. Everyone fighting into Uncommon Kind falls into one of these two groups. Please note that when a unit from either side has completed an action, it will appear gray. Arcania League action, Imperial Army action, unit that has completed an action. Achieving victory. Every map in the game contains either a castle or a throne. If Moth enters a castle or sits upon the throne, and he and his army will be victorious, the story will continue to the next chapter. If Moth is defeated, the Maidens and forces will claim victory, and the continent of Arcania will fall under his sway. This just explains pretty much everything that's happening within the game. You know, we can look at the pictures, though. You know. Terrain effect. Nice. Map menu. Continue your campaign. This just shows the controls and, you know, just how the game works. And let's just look at the back, though. Tap for Nintendo. Oh, wait. Oh, hold up. Oh, wow. This is like a whole new different language. I guess they do for like the different sides, though. Cool. That's really cool. I'm gonna definitely read that later on. But last but not least, we have the high precision replica game pack art piece. Yes. This is how the Nintendo sleeve looked like. Nintendo. And now, let's just look in it. Ooh. Gotta treat it with some respect. Don't want it to break. Okay, and... Ooh, wow. Wow. That is so cool. That is so cool. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Look at that. This is what it actually looks like. At least in the shape. You didn't put this inside your NES. It was not glass. But this is really dead on. I love this. I love this. Heck, Nintendo really did outdo themselves with this. Like you can sense the love that they placed into this, and that makes me even more sad. Because like, I would understand if they stopped recreating these things. Because like this must be expensive. This must be expensive. All of these are expensive. But the digital copy, why would you take that off the eShop? Why would you stop letting people play the game or buy the game? I mean, like people want to play this. This exists for a reason because people want to play these things. People like Fire Emblem. So why would you stop releasing the digital copy? I wish they reconsider. I hope that they reconsider and that you know they allow more people in this generation to play the game, because I feel as if, you know, the original NES game is really stepped on. We have the SNES one, which, you know, exists, yes, and it looks good. It really does look good. But like this, it looks good, but like no one knows what it actually was. No one knows what it originally was. We know about the remake, we know about the DS remake, but no one knows what this actually was. And I feel like that's doing us an injustice. And honestly, you gotta consider this, right? Nintendo made this. Nintendo made more games after this that were never released in the United States or in the West. All that are Japanese exclusive. We have, you know, Gaiden, Fire Emblem Gaiden. Yes, they made Shadows of Valentia, the remake, but the original NES one is not available in the United States. Mystery of the Emblem, Genealogy of the Holy War, Thracia 776. All of these games are not in the United States. And like, if people love this so much, then I hope that Nintendo will reconsider and even start considering re-releasing the older unreleased games to the United States. Because if we can get something like this for Thracia 776, or just in the Fire Emblem history in general, if you could get like a special edition that kind of combined all the Fire Emblem games into one and did it in this sort of method, I would be down for that. I would spend money for that. I would. But yes, that's it. That is the opening for Fire Emblem 30th anniversary. Now let me just place it all here, because this is so much, man. This is so much. Wow. Let's just, I'm just going to close this up a bit. Oh, that's so good. I love that. But okay, that's out of the way. Now I just need to get a Switch. Yeah, I actually got this without getting the Switch because I couldn't afford the Switch. Not yet. I might be able to afford it next paycheck once this contract is over. Maybe if I don't decide to get a new 3DS. I'm just rearranging it all for you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. There we go. And then this. Well, this is just basically like the real money, the real deal breaker right here. We have, you know, the replica cartridge, the original box. We have the art book. We have the instruction booklet. We have the download. We have the map. We have the Nintendo Power, you know, mini collector's thing. We have that, and we have the box. We have the box. I'm also gonna keep this too because this is really cool. But okay, yeah, that is basically the opening for the collector's edition. The anniversary edition of Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light. With that done, let's go next to, you know, the other opening, which will be Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Alright, now this will be the opening for Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Now, just to say this, I never played the original Super Mario 64. I never played Super Mario Sunshine, and I think I did play Super Mario Galaxy with my cousin, but I never owned it. I played the DS version of Super Mario 64, but like this one I never, the N64 one never. But like I find it really cool that they actually released this, you know, for Switch. You know, at least they care about the GameCube. At least they care enough for the GameCube version to release a version of this. You know, we have yet to see any virtual console games for GameCube, which disappoints me immensely. I am disappointed immensely, and my day is ruined. But like, I wish they gave more love to the GameCube, cause it might have been lacking. Yeah, it might have not had the great sales that they expected, but just because it didn't have the great sales doesn't mean that there weren't some good shining games amongst the shit pile. Because, you know, we had Super Mario Sunshine, we had Luigi's Mansion, I guess Melee also exists. You know, we had Pikmin. I think Phantasy Star Online. We had a lot of games. And so I wish they just gave it more attention. I digress. You know, jump, slide, and soar through the Mario's 3D platforming history. Mario's 3D platforming debut. Water spraying fun in the sun. Topsy-turvy world of wonder. 3 iconic soundtracks playable anytime, anywhere. Listen to 175 total tracks in music player mode. Cool. And you have the other instructional gobbledygook. You know, this would be the cover. This would be the side. You know, it's, you know, this compared to, you know, the Fire Emblem 30th Anniversary Edition, it's not that much better. It's not better at all, honestly, but that doesn't mean that it can't be good. So let's stop lagging on it and let's open it up. Let's just, yeah. I see. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you know, we can acknowledge it for a bit. You know, this has like all the pictures from all the games. We have when Mario collects a star, when Mario collects a shine, when Mario collects a star in Super Mario Galaxy. You know, we have Mario flying, Mario swimming. You know, we have all the pictures of it. This looks actually really cool because like it's really pretty. It really gets you excited for what to expect. You know, I never played Sunshine, so I'm really excited to play it once I get a Switch. But like, this is interesting. I was kind of expecting more though. Like, you have to consider this. A lot of these, this is a very special anniversary. This is Mario's, I think, 35th anniversary, right? you would think that this would come with a lot more fanfare. You know, like maybe like a booklet. Maybe I think there's supposed to be some stickers out there. And I thought that this thing would actually have some stickers in it. But it doesn't have any stickers. It just has the game. And that's fine. That's really fine. Cause, you know, yeah, it could came with a lot of fanfare. But cool things come in small packages. Right? Cool things come in small packages. And this is a small package. And it's really cool. 3 games for $45 each. And just, it's really cool. I really enjoyed what happened today. I really enjoyed what happened today. What I saw, the fact that I have these things, and just, you know, just the part of history that I just experienced today. And again, you know, I have another copy of these things. Again, I won't be touching them because I want to preserve them. I want them to be how they looked like originally, or as they came at the factory, how Nintendo originally intended. I might just showcase this somewhere. You know, maybe if I could get like a glass case, like you see right here, like in this really empty area. If I could just get like a glass case, then like maybe I could place them in there alongside with everything else here too. Like, you know, the replica pack and just the unopened thing here, and just showcase that for everyone to see. That would maybe some amiibo if I could find any. But yeah, that would be the opening of both, you know, Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light Anniversary Edition, or yeah, Shadow Dragon Blade Light Anniversary Edition, and this will be the Super Mario 3 All-Stars opening too. So cool. You know, if you guys have any other comments about what you just saw today, if you want to see more, if you want like another video where I actually go throughout the entirety of the book, hopefully if I could get like an actual camera, like an actual GoPro or something, then maybe I'll consider it. Just, you know, like, comment, I don't know, and personally I don't really care. You know, this is just for my own personal enjoyment. I've been really holding off on really opening these things until I actually just had time to record them. So just, you know, enjoy this for what it is. Maybe if I get more of these collector sort of things, I could do an opening of them as well. But until then, you know, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys stay safe and have a very nice day. Mwah.